That was great.
To Mama.
Don't start that watch yet. Okay, start that watch. Good evening, fellow Chinese native toastmasters. Good evening, fellow Laowai toastmasters. Good evening, honored native speaking Chinese guests. I want to tell you about Serena. Serena is another one of our injured Middle Kingdom Toastmasters. And Serena is studying at college here to get a degree in patriotism.
Yeah.
My question to you is, if I am a staunch, firm believer in being an ex-patriot, or as we like to say, an ex-pat. If I want to be an ex-patriot, if I want to be an ex-pat, does that mean that I'm not patriotic? Before Richard Milhouse Nixon, President of the United States, came to have a chat in China with the chairman, he sent me to Vietnam. And instead of spilling my blood on the jungles of Vietnam, I recovered from bloodshot eyes from staying up all the night drinking in the officers club with 10-cent Bloody Marys. Instead of crawling around in the bush on my belly, I spent the whole time laying on my back in the bunk aboard ship, cruising around from Hong Kong to Manila to Tokyo to Taiwan and back to Japan. And my job was just evaluating the beauty of the different Asian women, whether the Filipinos were prettier than the Taiwanese, or whether the Eurasians of Hong Kong were better looking than the Japanese. It was quite an experience. And I liked it. This being over here in a foreign country, that is cool. That was the first time I had ever been outside the borders of the United States of America, and I liked it. I wanted to do that more. When I got home, I took off my old green uniform and threw it over here. I took my helmet off and threw it over there. And then I took my honorable discharge from the soon-to-be Watergate dishonorable Richard Milhouse Nixon and framed it up on the and hung it up on the wall. And I immediately decided I've got to find a civilian. I got to find a private sector. I got to find a company to pay for me to go and live and work in a foreign country. So I took out my diploma in architecture. And I waved around, hey, send me overseas. Send me to a country that don't speak no English. I don't care where it is. I just want to go overseas. I want to be an expatriate, an expat. So I got in May of 1975, I found a company that paid my way to go to Chicago, and they were an international engineering construction company, and they said, come on over. They must have liked my diploma. They gave me the job. And then, a few months later, the personnel, human resource guy says, hey, Tegory, you want to spend Thanksgiving in Brazil? You bet your bippy I did. Off I went to Brazil. I spent Thanksgiving in 75, Thanksgiving in 76, Thanksgiving in 77, Thanksgiving in 78 in Brazil. All good things have to come to an end. 10 years later, I'm out there. Hey! I want to go back overseas. I want to go with a good life. I want to be an X-PATRIATE. 500 resumes, 500 diplomas. Finally, they sent me to Egypt. Now, Egypt has 80 million people, 40 million women, but they definitely aren't in the same category as the Brazilian women. And it's all because of their religion. Their religion says that they can't wear string bikinis. They have to wear robes. So in the time I was there, I never saw anything but their eyes. As our illustrious president, Frank, always says, there are 4 things you can't talk about in Toastmasters. Sex, politics, religion, and race. Now we all know he means race, not rice. But those are the 4 reasons why I want to be an expatriate. Freedom from religion, politics for the politicians, rice, and race. I am the race of one. When I walk around Zhengzhou, I'm the only expat I know. I never see any other expats. I come here just to be with Helen because she's another expat. Race is not a problem when you don't live in your own country. You live somewhere else. I invite you all, young people, go forth. Get out of here. Go to another country. Become an expat. It is cool. Where's that toastmaster? Come back.